everybody, welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News, the show that may or may not be 5 minutes. Today in the news, is Sony interested in AI in video games? Maybe. Shuya Yoshida, the former president of Sony Interactive Entertainment, says it could be big. In an interview with The Guardian, Yoshida shared, AI will change the nature of learning for game developers, but in the end, development will be more efficient and more beautiful things will be made by people. People might not even need to learn programming anymore if they have learned how to use these tools of the future. The creativity is more important, the direction, how you envision what you want. And in a perfect world, yes, that is exactly what I would use AI for, to make the more mundane programming aspects of things, less of a time-consuming bore fest. I think that'd actually make a lot of devs pretty happy not to have to do all of that. But it's a balancing act. You don't want to overdo it with the AI. The whole thing is to use it where it's needed and efficient and not just use it everywhere. Like this whole AI replacing voice actor things, that's trash. No one wants that. Stop doing that. Put your AI attention into it can save us 5 days of programming. That's where it should be. When prompted for his thoughts on the ethical concerns around AI's place in game development, Yoshida explained his perspective on AI's place as a tool, learning, and creativity within the industry. It is a tool, Yoshida told The Guardian. Someone has to use the tool. And that's where I think things get a little dicey, because if a tool exists, it doesn't mean you have to use it, and it's also about how you use it, right? So for example, a pencil is a tool for writing, but if you're John Wick, you're killing a bunch of dudes with that pencil. So you can use the tool of AI to help programmers or whatever, but also you can use the tool of AI to replace artists, or to write full scripts and get rid of writers. I just hope that and it seems likely that will be a thing, it's just a matter of time before companies just embrace AI in all sorts of levels of production. My hope is that when this all happens, they'll use some moderation and think stuff through before just jumping all in on AI will do it all, because I promise you, it will not. In other news, if you're as excited to play Star Wars Jedi Survivor as I am, pause. You may need to wait a minute. Yes, the game has gotten some amazing reviews. I'm super hyped. I hear the end might be the best Star Wars anything ever, which is all I need to hear. But one of the things that was a common thread in all these reviews and in a lot of stuff I'm seeing online is bugs and performance issues. In the Gamer's review of Jedi Survivor, editor Stacey Henley observed odd blurring during movement, stuttering even in performance mode, and bugs throughout, and even 2 hard crashes playing on PS5. But it's not just on PlayStation. SkillUp was talking about issues with the PC version as well. EA has since published a statement sharing, our first patch will arrive on launch day across all platforms. In the weeks ahead, we'll deploy patches that will fix bugs, improve performance, and more accessibility features. Stay tuned for updates. And yeah, day one patches and AAA games seem to go together like peanut butter and jelly these days, but it's a thing that happens, and who could forget all the day one patch stuff they had to do for Jedi Fallen Order? That game launched pretty much the exact same condition, I remember. But when people use the phrase in the weeks ahead, to me that signals, okay, not everything's gonna be fixed on day one. So there probably will still be issues, and the PC version I hear is again, with a lot of PC ports, not great at the moment, so it may be a few weeks until it is something that is really worth playing. I'm still gonna play it, I'm not gonna lie to you, bugs and whatever, it's never ever bothered me, but I know some of you out there are really concerned about this stuff, so forewarning if you want to use the Force this weekend. And then, surprise, Nintendo is returning to Gamescom. Having last attended in 2019 and being the first major company for 2023, I gotta ask the question, what are they gonna be showing? Because according to Video Game Chronicle, it's currently unclear what Nintendo's presence at the event would consist of, as the largest titles the company has currently announced, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and Pikmin 4, will have released by the time Gamescom takes place in August. To be clear, Gamescom is huge. I think too big. It is 4 E3s put together. It's out of control. So I gotta speculate, whatever they're showing would then be equally as big, right? I don't know if that's a new Mario or Metroid or Star Fox? I have no clue. Could it be new hardware? All my Nintendo friends, which is a funny thing, but absolutely true. I have friends who are Nintendo friends. You know those people, they just love Nintendo games and that's all they play. Anyway, I have a lot of Nintendo friends who are convinced Switch Pro is coming. I see no evidence of it, but they're convinced of it. Maybe that could be it. I don't know. But what I do know is I will see y'all tomorrow for another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News.